So I don't know if you guys can hear the mower. I came out today, got all my side yard mowed, started going around the edges of the yard, and I choked the lawnmower out. And my next door neighbor's kid, I say kid, but she's like in her 20s, apparently used to work for a landscaping company, and she sent her mom to ask me if she could finish the yard for me because she could tell I was struggling. I bought a little $100 mower because I was like, okay, I don't want to go crazy and spend an excessive amount of money. Well, when I did, I didn't pay attention to the fact that it wasn't self-propelled. If it had been self-propelled, I could have got everything done, no problem. But this is one of those ones that it is purely physical strength alone to get the yard mowed. So if you are like me and you haven't been to the gym in a while, you're gonna struggle. And I struggled, and they were watching me struggle, and that's what prompted the young lady to send her mom over. My neighbors are nice, but I actually said, I'm like outright, I'm like, look, if she would be willing to finish the yard for me, that would be amazing. And if she's interested in doing it kind of regularly, like once a month for me, so that it doesn't get out of hand, that would be amazing too. And I would be happy to pay her to do that. She's already said too that she's going to pull her dad's gas weed eater, even though I've weed eated already with the electric one. I guess the gas one probably produces better results. She's going to come out with that and go around everything, and I guess edge like the driveway and all that. So yeah, first time in a little while that my old age has well, not old age, my advancing age is rearing its ugly head. I really have got to take my sorry ass back to the gym. I have no strength whatsoever. That's sad that just something as simple as mowing the lawn whipped my ass. So yeah, I'm a little ashamed. I'm not gonna tell you any lie. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I've got the planters flipped over. That was the first thing I did this morning. Flipped it over, had to deal with some paper being the cardboard and stuff that I sat it on being stuck to it. So I did the best that I could to clean that up, and I've sprayed the tops. I've gone down the sides to fill in the gapping on the color. I guess I'll show y'all that too while I'm here. So there you have it. I flipped them over real good, and I went up and down actually all four sides and made sure that I had everything good and coated. That's so far so good. I'm kind of happy with how they turned out, you know. And I will get them moved. I'm gonna go over the tops one more time. I'm gonna wait about 4 more hours and go over them one more time so that the edges, the lip around the top is fully coated. I don't know how, but somehow I've kind of run down on paint, I guess, going over the outside of each one more time to make sure there's a constant solid coat. Somebody, let me flip this back around. Somebody in the comment section actually gave me a really good idea, saying to use glow-in-the-dark paint, which I would love to do. And I started doing research to try to find some to do like a decorative sort of thing on the outside, like, because you know the outside edges are flat. To kind of like maybe buy a stencil, put a stencil up and stencil something, you know, that's in the glow-in-the-dark paint, so that when the sun goes down it lights up. That would be really cute. I was looking through Amazon and a couple of, you know, and looked at several different brands, and there were so many of them where people were complaining. It's like, it doesn't glow, it doesn't glow, it doesn't glow. And then a lot of people were like, well, you have to put it on top of white paint for it to glow. You have to, you know, I looked at spray paint, I looked at regular paint, sort of stuff. But I think that would actually be really cute if I could find a paint that's really reliable in relation to the actual glow effect. I guess I'll do some research and see what I find, and if I do happen to find some that's got, halfway decent, results, or, relatively good results, then, I'll add them on later. For the time being, they can just be white. So, yeah. Hello, everybody. So, let me tell you what I got going on today. I have made 2 trips to Home Depot. Not Home Depot, Lowe's, same difference. I have procured quite a bit of supplies, and I have procured some more plants, but not the way you guys think. This is actual plants going into the yard sort of deal. Thought I would kind of share what I got with you. I got me a blueberry bush. I got this big planter to put it in. And apparently the bees really like it, so that's a good sign. It means that maybe I'll get lucky and I won't have to wait a full year before I get the first crop, because as you guys can see here, there is already what looks like, if that's not flowers, then they kind of do already look like berries there. I could be wrong. One of you guys, I'm sure, will let me know, because this is all new to me here. I'm learning as I go. I have procured about 6 of those Japanese boxwoods to go down the side of the front yard. And I have some no-dig fencing to put into to kind of like create that property line there, so that my next door neighbor, the people that own that property, they can see and they don't have to feel like they're being encroached on, because I'll have like a little fence line up, and then I'm going to put the boxwoods on the other side, like into my property, so that it creates a nice little shrub line, so that it kind of has that there, and if the fence ever comes down, everything is all copacetic. So there are those. I found out when I put my mulberry tree in that I was having hella problems. I initially was going to put my mulberry tree in the front yard, and I found out what my issue was. Ideally, I was using the wrong type of shovel. I had one of those square-headed shovels with the flat edge on it, and I'm gonna tell you, I jumped up and down on that thing over and over and over again in the front yard and couldn't get it to break through, no matter how hard I tried. So I ended up putting the mulberry tree in the backyard. So now I went and bought an actual spade, a digging spade, and because I was thinking about trying to put that bird of paradise into that corner over there, and I'm gonna tell you, cut through it like butter. So I think I'm gonna I think I want a small tree, a tree to go in the front yard there, and I'm really considering a weeping willow of some type. I've already done some shopping. They're about $100. I would have to, now mind you, that's online, but I'm sure that there are places that have them here locally, and I will be trying to see if there is somewhere nearby that I can grab one and pop it in, because I think willows are really beautiful, and it'll create a nice little shady spot, and all that stuff. So one more step. I'm gonna get there. This whole deal with doing my yard, man, it has turned into I'm gonna have to do a couple of hours each day and make some progress sort of thing, because I came out today at about 8, and I had already ordered everything from Lowe's and did like curbside pickup sort of deal, and then came home. So I was back here by 8:30 and spent about 4 hours working on everything, and just in that short time frame my face feels a little scorched, and that's even with the sunscreen. I am incredibly light sensitive. So what's going to have to happen is I'm going to have to take it in stages. I'm going to have to come out first thing in the morning and work till about 11 or noon, and then call it a day, and then maybe work from like 4 to like 4 to sundown, you know, because at that point, you know, the sun can kind of be behind me. I can turn myself so that the sun's behind me. I'm not necessarily worried about like the back of my neck getting sun, but I'm trying to avoid my face getting sunburnt, you know what I mean? And here we are, just one day, couple of hours outside, and I just feel like I've gotten more sun than I should have. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to make perpetual progress. I work the next 2 days, and after that I am on spring break from school next week, so I will not have to be rearranging my day around going to class. So what I'm gonna do is each day I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna pop out here in the yard, do a couple of hours worth of work, knock stuff down, and, you know, shorten my list. I got half of my garden, half of my front front bed done, half of it, and I'm obviously still not done, but I'll have to show you guys. I think it looks okay, you know. Let's go have a peek. All right, here's my planters. I decided to put them on either side of my walkway. I got a paver to put under each one so that there was no problem with the drainage holes underneath. I took some shelving paper, you know, that meshy kind that's supposed to keep, you know, basically make your shelves anti-slip. I cut a little strip of that, put it over the bottom to cover up the hole, that big hole there, so that the soil didn't fall through, but there was still enough opening and stuff for their, you know, drainage and all that. And then I went to I ain't gonna tell no lie, I went to Home Depot for these, but these little $2 plants, and I put same setup in each one. Hey, Romies, he has been supervising all day. He's a good boy, but this is, yeah, the other two are going out on the back patio, and I don't know what I'm putting in them yet, but I'll figure that out when I get to it. Okay, our bird of paradise is in. So I finished up my edging, and that right there is all dirty because I took the tiller to this area and tore some stuff up. But I took like cardboard and laid cardboard down and then put a ton of mulch down. So hopefully it'll kill all the weeds and stuff that have kind of accumulated. But it's a start, you guys. It's a start, you know. But to me, vast improvement. I don't have to worry about my lights anymore. I had some of the ones that were on the little posts, and the guy down the road weed eated them one time and pretty much broke them. So they've been kind of lopsided and just kind of hanging around and shoved into the ground at random, you know. So these little puck lights are much better. Hey gang, so quick little check-in. I have been on spring break, but I got a little sidetracked on all the plans that I had for myself. My aunt came down. She stayed with me yesterday, and then she went back home this morning. We went out roaming about, had dinner, I took her shopping, all that stuff. And I've spent today getting back on track so that I can spend tomorrow and Friday getting back on top of my chore list. I wanted to show you guys what I got and what my plans are. So here we are. Okay, so I decided some time ago that I wanted to make a fountain, but I did not see anything without having to travel to the other side of the bridge over there, which I didn't want to do because it is currently spring break in town and the traffic is beyond jacked. But me and my aunt went into Ross, and there happened to be a bunch of pots in there, and I found this right here and this other one. So this one is, you can't really tell by looking at it, but the thing is, it's bigger than my forearm, you see. It's beautiful. And then I found this one right here that's the next size down, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this one as the top portion. I have a pump and everything on the way. I just got to get a tray piece to sit in here, and then like a smaller clay pot to sit in there to support the pump. And I'll put it together for you guys and let you see it, you know, when it's done. But I thought the colors were really beautiful. I'm not entirely sure where I want to put it yet. There's actually a bird bath right there. See it? And it's all cattywampus. It's been there for since I bought the place. It doesn't have a pump in it. The birds don't really use it, so I was thinking about like putting it there in place of, or putting this one on the patio back there, which I have all my furniture for now. So I'm going to be spending at some point the next couple of days putting all my furniture together, putting the rug out, stuff like that. So I wasn't sure if I wanted to put this on the patio back there, or put it where that bird bath is and just make myself a whole new little fountain to go on the patio later. But look at how beautiful these pots are, you guys. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. And the tagging on the inside of them say that they're made in Vietnam, and they are absolutely stunning. So I can't wait to see how these are going to turn out. I've got a little stopper thing to put down there in the bottom of that, and I got a bunch of sealant to seal around it so that it'll be good and watertight. I'm also going to Thompson's water seal them, just so that I know for sure that there are not going to be any problems. I mean, I know clay pots have no issue with water and everything since we plant in them, but because there's going to be constant perpetual running water, I'm just going to kind of do what I need to do to protect them. So yeah, that's what I got, y'all. So yeah, not exciting stuff, and I will have plenty more coming up over the next 2 days to do that I can show you guys that I am going to be making some forward progress. And I don't know, either Thursday or Friday I will probably do a live. But tonight I'm going to be sealing up this big pot here. That's going to be on my to-do list in just a minute. And then so that I can let the sealant and stuff dry for the next 24 hours. And then after that, I'll be able to Thompson's water seal and get everything all prepped up. But I'm just kind of hanging around. I got myself a little diverted. I didn't mean to, but I will get back on track. So anyway, that's the check-in. You guys have seen the happenings thus far. Things just didn't quite go the way that I planned them to. I actually kind of got suckered into working Monday night at the rehab center, which, was fine. There wasn't really anything that went on. I think I worked for maybe 2 or 2.5 hours out of that entire 12, and then I was just kind of hanging around the rest of the night. So, but between that and my aunt coming over, it just kind of threw a wrench in the works of everything that I wanted to do, but that's okay. I'm going to make headway. I'm going to get back on track starting tomorrow, and I'm going to knock it all out. And it just means that I'm going to have to be coated head to toe in sunscreen so that I don't get fried. But that's my check-in. Hope all is well with you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.